405. The Lonely Grave. Chalcedon Report number 347, June 1994. Yesterday, as we drove down into the valley, we passed a small, stone wall enclosed spot some 100 yards off the road. An expensive gravestone stands within it. The site is many miles from the nearest town or ranch. The grave marks a consideration given to a lone Englishman in the 1849 gold rush in our Calaveras County. Because the man was far from home and alone, the other miners honoured him as they had not done to one of their own. I cite this as an example of the character of the miners and pioneers. With very few exceptions, the frontier country was largely settled by hard-working, God-fearing men. The miners spent their Sabbaths reading their Bibles and writing letters home. More than a few historians have called attention to the fact that the frontier was not what fiction, film and television have made it to be. Why this dishonesty? Why the persistent misrepresentation of the Old West? Indians, blacks, Hispanics and foreigners were usually fairly and justly treated. Christianity was practiced. Order prevailed. But people are busy trying to dirty up our past as a way of justifying their evil present. They find evil more interesting than godliness. They prefer sin to virtue. Whenever I go by that Englishman's grave, I think with respect of those miners. The Englishman was dead. He was new there, and he had no friends yet, no relatives nearby. He could not know what his fellow miners were doing for him, but they did it. They did more for him than for one another because he was a stranger, and they went the extra mile to show their concern. We once had many volunteer Christian groups caring for the stranger. I am glad to say that they are again reappearing in our midst. We must once again become Christian people in word and deed. The goal of our salvation is not ourselves, but the kingdom of God. Matthew chapter 6, verse 33. We have too often acted as though we are the goal, and we assume that God's purpose is to serve us, rather than we Him. No wonder we are in trouble.